first in the gate. Away and running at the fairgrounds. Bet on Bourbon sprang right into action. Bet on Bourbon broke brilliantly and is joined by Charlie Sky, who now moves up for James Graham to take the front away from Bet on Bourbon, who stays close. It's Charlie Sky, who just leads for James Graham. Bet on Bourbon second on the outside by 2, with Cheyenne Glitters on the rail in third, going past the half mile, as Mrs. Della now starts a bid from fourth. Then Maggie's Return and Guanajuato trails the sextet here in the Sunday opener. The quarter was 22.12 seconds as they round the far turn, where the favorite Bet on Bourbon has taken the front for Jose Rodriguez in front of Charlie Sky coming toward the quarter pole. Cheyenne Glitters now starts the gain for Erica Murray. Here's Cheyenne Glitters, who's on the move. Mrs. Della on the far outside. Guanajuato looks to move up between horses, and Maggie's Return was last as they straightened. Half mile in 46.84 as these fillies and mare come down toward the final furlong. It's Bet on Bourbon, who clings on to this lead from a fully extended Cheyenne Glitters with Guanajuato in third. Then Maggie's Return in fourth, now well clear. They're close to home with Jose Rodriguez. Bet on Bourbon. Cheyenne Glitters still trying hard. Bet on Bourbon. Bet on Bourbon prevails from Cheyenne Glitters. Guanajuato third. Maggie's Return finished fourth, well clear. And they're off. Cat 5 being sent. Illusioned toward the inside Norwood. Keep on with the rail. And Eyes on Deck has drifted back to last as they enter the first turn. It's Norwood. Norwood just leads 7 furlongs to go with Cat 5 staying close in second, a length and a half, with Illusioned running in third. Then it's Keep On, and with Deshaun Parker, Eyes on Deck is last of the quintet. It's Norwood. So Norwood leads the way here for Tracy Hebert in front of Cat 5, who follows for Jose Riquelme. Then it's a break of 2 with Edgar Morales. Illusioned gallops along in third. Jareth Ludbury and Keep On a ground-saving fourth, and Eyes on Deck trails. It's 6 lengths from leader to last, and Norwood still on the engine. The quarter was 23.97 seconds. So Norwood will look to make all the way here in the maiden. It's Norwood who continues to hold on to a short lead from Cat 5, who now makes this bid. Eyes on Deck comes up on the forepath, and Illusioned right there too. To vie for the lead with Eyes on Deck, who's just swept past them all. Eyes on Deck went to the front here for Deshaun Parker with Illusioned. Second, dropping back was Norwood. After leading early, Cat 5 between horses, Keep On the far outside. Eyes on Deck spins them in. The half was 48.68. 3/4 for Eyes on Deck, 114.11. 3-5, Eyes on Deck, the son of Cairo Prince, has the kick. It's Eyes on Deck by plenty of lengths. With Keep On just gaining second from Cat 5, then Illusion and Norwood, Eyes on Deck takes the maiden. Eyes on Deck won by a block. Cat 5 edged Keep On for second. First line finish for mile races at the fairgrounds. They're in the gate. They're off. Agami strikes out. Toward the inside, Tap Iron Fist has the red cap. Moving up in between horses, Jazz, Jazz, Jazz to be forwardly placed as Mo Smoking is in fourth and angles to an inside path as they enter the first turn. It's Agami. Agami has the speed to lead here for Jose Rodriguez, tracked by Jazz, Jazz, Jazz. Mitchell Murrell and favored Mo Smoking third on the outside. Tap Iron Fist holds the rail in fourth. 6 furlongs in the first line finish, then a gap away to Midnight Faith and the newcomer Fits and Starts. The first 2 of 8 furlongs in 24.55 seconds. Agami leads the maiden Juvenile Fillies mile. It's Agami to a half mile from home, leading by 5 from Jazz, 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 who's joined toward the inside by Tap Iron Fist. Mo Smoking in fourth. Then still a break of 3 more to the trailers, Midnight Faith and Fits and Starts. Front runner, Agami still. Clocked a half mile in 48.96 seconds. They turn again with Agami to rope in. Agami leads as Mitchell Murrell now fires up Mo Smoking, who's on the move. Second on the outside. Agami leads into this final quarter of a mile. Tap Iron Fist against the rail. Then it's a break of 4 more to Midnight Faith, who straightens for the short stretch in fourth. Fits and Starts, and Jazz, Jazz, Jazz tailed off. It's Agami looking to finish them off. 3/4 in 1:15.35 seconds with Jose Rodriguez, the daughter of Bodemeister. Agami, a 5-length leader with a 16th to go from Tap Iron Fist. Mo Smoking's bid flattens out, and then Midnight Faith. They're close to home. It's Agami. Agami goes wire to first wire. Tap Iron Fist was second, Midnight Faith third, and Mo Smoking finished fourth. They're in the gate. They're off, racing 1 mile. Frosty Diva broke sharply. Bet Your Assets, Lily's Creed, Royal Blue with the lime sash right there as they head toward the first turn with Susie Saver in a maroon cap. And in the early stages, the first-time starter, Baby You're Perfect, has drifted back to be last. It's Bet Your Assets. Bet Your Assets has taken the top as they go to the back of the track from Frosty Diva with Susie Saver in between fillies. And on the outside is Lily's Creed, who's close up. Frosty Diva now rides the rail in fourth. Then it's a break of 6 more. Baby You're Perfect trails the quintet. The opening quarter was 24.54 seconds. 5 furlongs on the first line. And out in front for Deshaun Parker, it's Bet Your Assets, who just leads as Adam Beschizza keeps Super Susie Saver close with a half mile to go. Egg Morales, the odds-on favorite at 4-5. Lily's Creed, 3 deep uncovered. Bet Your Assets, Susie Saver in the middle, and Lily's Creed across the track. Corey Lattery and Frosty Diva looks to draw in from fourth. And with Marcelino Pedrosa Jr., Baby You're Perfect still has work to do. The half mile in 49.06 seconds around the far turn. Bet Your Assets. Lily's Creed now making 3-path progress. Susie Saver between horses as these maiden 2-year-old fillies swing for the short stretch. Frosty Diva unwinds on the far outside, and here she comes, Frosty Diva. Baby You're Perfect is last. Heads are turned for home. 3/4 went in a flat 1:15. Charging is Frosty Diva. Frosty Diva with his stand side rally looking to come right over the top. Battling in between horses, Lily's Creed with a 16th to go. Susie Saver fights on toward the rail. Bet Your Assets gives way. It's Susie Saver. Susie Saver's dug in. Susie Saver prevails. 3/4 length to Lily's Creed. Frosty Diva loomed, ran third. Bet Your Assets finished fourth. Ready. They're off and sprinting. The Queen's Jewels springs right into action. The Queen's Jewels going to the front straight away from Gormley's Got Game with a black cap. First glimpse being driven in between horses through the first furlong and a half. Out in front, it's the Queen's Jewels. Then toward the rail is Crime Spree, and the gray, All West, has drifted back to last. So Florent Giroux and the 7-year-old 12-time winner. Out in front here is the Queen's Jewels at 3-5, taking them through an opening quarter in 22.56 seconds at the 3.5. The Queen's Jewels leads with the rail. For Colby Hernandez, Gormley's Got Game stays close. It's the Queen's Jewels in front of a looming up Gormley's Got Game. Raylu Gutierrez and First Glimpse, green cap in the 3-path with the rail for Edgar Morales, Crime Spree, Mitchell Moreland, All West last to the quintet as they straighten for the quarter pole. Gormley's Got Game runs at the Queen's Jewels. Half mile 45.93. The Queen's Jewels with the rail. Gormley's Got Game maybe just ahead. 1 furlong to go. Charging on the outside, All West the gray with First Glimpse and Crime Spree battles between horses. They fan across the track. It's All West crowding in the middle. Crime Spree got shuffled back to last. Here's All West for Mitchell Merrill. All West. The gray came right over the top. All West beats home Gormley's Got Game from the Queen's Jewels with Crime Spree and First Glimpse stand side. Ready. And they're off. Fast and Furious broke sharp. There's the speed of Kislovodsk between horses, and they're joined toward the inside by Rock With You going for an early attack. Rock With You from the rail. Kislovodsk between horses. Fast and Furious is right there too as they vie for position with Victory March. Well spotted fourth for Brian Hernandez Jr. Victory March is now on the move past the half-mile pole. Rock With You battles Fast and Furious out in front. Over Analytical, green cap and sleeves with the rail. Break of 3 more then to the first-time starter, Noble Game, and Beaten for Pace. Forcible Entry trails the maiden sprint where the quarter went past in 22.28 seconds. Inside 3 to go. Fast and Furious takes the front for Adam Beschizza as Victory March comes up on the outside now with this bid at the quarter pole. Rock With You, then Kieslavosk between horses. Over Analytical pulled wide. Noble Gabe forcible entry. Heads are turned for home, half mile 46.65 seconds. On the outside, it's Victory March. Fast and Furious between horses. Kieslavosk toward the rail, fights on. 1 furlong to go. Over Analytical charges on the extreme outside. They come past the 16th. At 1-2, it's Victory March. Over Analytical on the outside with a late bid. Victory March. Victory March gets it from Over Analytical. Kieslavosk third, and Fast and Furious finish fourth. They're off and sprinting. Fast start for Sum It Up. Sum It Up going for an early attack here with Edgar Morales and gets the jump on Royal O'Hagan. Whoopcar, the favorite now, sent through here by Brian Hernandez Jr., has a share of second. Sum It Up went to the front and leads to a half mile from home with Ours and Theirs running in fourth. To the inside is Nonya and the Red Silks with Wendy Wildcat, who looks to gain between horses in tight quarters there. The teal cap of Wendy Wildcat held up past the half mile, beaten for speed Viola Star Trails. The quarter was 21.88 seconds. Hot pace on to 3 furlongs from home. It's Sum It Up. Sum It Up leads 3/4 of a length. Jareth LeBerry has Royal O'Hagan close in tow, and Whoopcar now making 3-path progress in the blue cap. Ours and Theirs toward the inside is Nonya, who straightens away in fifth. Wendy Wildcat and Viola Star last. Sum It Up spins them in. Half mile in 45.60 seconds. 16-1 on Sum It Up. 3-5 on Whoopcar. And Whoopcar has taken the lead with 1 furlong to go from Sum It Up. Ours and Theirs is running on with Nonya between horses. Royal O'Hagan's drop back. They come inside the final 16th. It's Whoopcar close to home. Ours and Theirs for Erica Murray on the outside. Whoopcar trying to hold. Photo finish. Ours and Theirs had a late thrust at Whoopcar. Nonya finished third. And the rough. Donna's Court. I'm in Decat. Right there on the outside is Luckenbacher, who's up and after the front. 3-run homer is in the 3-path, and Zanucci looks for position as Donna's Court went to the front for Rohan Singh. 7 furlongs to go. And a long odds leader, Donna's Court. So Donna's Court opens up an early advantage here by some 6-7 lengths. Widens with 6 furlongs to go. Donna's Court bowling along out in front of a tracking Luckenbacher. With I'm Decat, third upon settling by 2. The next cluster is My Guitar with Zanucci racing wide and looking to gain in between horses. I'm in Decat Bird Seat. Grace Sloan is posted wide. We trail back then to Louisiana Moon, and 3-run homer has drifted back to be 10th and last here in the Sunday nightcap. The quarter was 23.46 seconds. Donna's Court, the target at 19-1, clocked a half mile in 47-10. They round the far turn, still with a 9-length advantage to 3 furlongs from home. Donna's Court. With on the outside, Luckenbacher just in second from I'm Decat. Zanucci launching a bid now with I'm in Decat Bird Seat. The gray starting to close into these swift splits. They're bringing Donna's Court right back to the fold. Then on the far outside, Unwanted Intruder. Toward the inside is My Guitar. They've straightened away 3/4, 1 minute 13.68 seconds. They swallowed up Donna's Court. On the outside, it's Luckenbacher who leads from I'm in Decat Bird Seat. Game lead toward the inside. Luckenbacher lugs in. I'm in Decat Bird Seat still battles. I'm Decat with My Guitar running on. Zanucci flattens. They're close to home with Alexander Castillo. Luckenbacher. Luckenbacher lands the last of the day from I'm in Decat Bird Seat. My Guitar third, then I'm Decat and Louisiana Moon.